What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the THC Temple. So, one of the homies the other day, on one of the Hotbox videos, like one of the recent ones that me and Matthew were doing.
But two girls out here and one little girl back here taking care of all them dingos. That's entirely too much. That's entirely. We need more girls to participate now. Come on, ladies, now. Get with the gentleman now and participate now. Come on now, here. Open your mouth.
He was like, yo, man, that ain't a real Hotbox. I see the air. Well, no, he said, I see the wind moving. That shit was funny to me because, like, you know, he said, I see, like, he, you know, meant he saw the smoke moving, you know, whatever. I knew what he meant. Either way, he was like, I see the wind moving, man. But either way, goddamn, I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to these Hotboxes, like, when we do a Hotbox video, like, especially, like, on hot days, like, I'll have the AC on. There's no point about it. Like, it may be not on full blast, but it'll be on low. Or something like that. I wouldn't have the window down, but I will have the AC on because fucking on a hot ass day, man, we just baking in the sun. Like, especially like it depends on where you're sitting at, but like most of the time we're sitting like in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where the phone like has to shut off because it has like a temperature warning. So you know what I'm saying? A hot box, you know, I like a hot box for the point of it being a box, you know, being concealed, not the hot part of it. So yeah, man, fuck all that. But either way, without further ado, one of the homies, well, a lot of the homies, man, back it was a live stream I was doing not too long ago. The chillin' were talking about, yo, man, talk about an embarrassing story. So, or an embarrassing moment in your lifetime. So I got one, or I got a few, but, you know, I couldn't come up with it, you know, at that time. You know, I had to put them, I said I had to figure it out. So I guess, you know what I'm saying, suppress my memories or whatever, because it's some intense stuff. But either way, not that intense, but this is intense too, so I guess you could judge it yourself. But either way, put it, I was in what grade was this? This had to be 6th grade. 6th grade. 6th grade. I came home, right? And I don't know what had happened that day, man. I don't know what happened at school. I don't know if, you know, one of the little crushes I had on a girlfriend, I don't know what happened that day, but man, I came out, just something, you know, set me off. But either way, I came home because, you know, generally, you know, growing up, you know, I already, you know, a little neener here and there. But that day, man, I came home and, like, you know, it was in the 6th grade, you know, my parents wouldn't be, my mom, she wouldn't be home. My mom or stepdad, nobody would be home at that time, so everything was, you know, pretty cool, you know, easy peasy, you know, when I got home. You know, I got a few hours, and not even a few, at that time, I would get home at like, let's see, 3 and some change, and my parents would get home around 7. So yeah, I was really good. So I came home, and like I said, I don't know what set me off that day, but I came home, I threw my book bags off, I just threw everything off, didn't give a fuck, and I told my meat up, man. Like, check this out, I had gotten in bed, right? And I handled my business. Like I said, I don't know what happened to me that day, man. But I was fired up. You know, usually I handle my business like at night or, you know, like at some, you know, other time. But like I said, I just boom, walked through the door and just went and did my thing. And fucking, I did my shit. You know, handled my business. And like I said, man, that was like a fucking, it's like, I swear to God, I lost my virginity to myself that day. That was like the greatest masturbation session I probably ever had in my life. Because after that, man, I fell asleep. Like right there, didn't do anything, just fucking bow. So, you may be asking, how did I get caught masturbating if I didn't get caught in the act of masturbation? Well, I'm going to tell you here, buddy. Because like I said, I fell asleep. I mean, like I said, like an old man, like a 40, 50-year-old man, like I just literally fell asleep after I, you know, completed my mission. So check this out, man. I wake up, right? And one of the like vividest things I remember is Family Guy being on the TV. That's like the first thing I remember seeing, Family Guy. And my mom was like in the room yelling and like screaming. And fucking at that point in my life, I was just like, okay. Mom just caught me. Because put it this way, the way she caught me, like I said, you guys may be like, oh my God, you're done. But either way, put it this way. Like I was laying in my bed and You know, I had my drawers down. You know, my drawers, my trousers, whichever. No, those are pants here. My undergarments, whatever you'd like to call them. And I had tidy whities on that day, so that was added. I guess you could add a couple points onto the embarrassment scale. But either way, check this out. So I got my tidy whities around my ankles, right? And I'm laying in the bed, like with the fucking, I got my covers like halfway. My covers probably around my knees or somewhere around there. But yeah, I was in full, like this man or this boy really just finished having an orgasm mode. So my mom walked in, like I said, she was in the room, she was yelling and screaming, and yeah, I was scrambling, I was picking myself up, I was like, oh Jesus. And this, like I said, so I took a nap and I went to sleep. This was probably 6:30. She probably had gotten off early that day, but I fucking napped out. I fucking jerked my weenie and that I don't know, like I said, I don't know what that wasn't something that was in my schedule at that point in time. Maybe high school a little different, but back in middle school, hell no, I don't know where that came from that day. In high school, I would always come home and take a nap. Not always come home and masturbate, but come home and take a nap. I would sometime. Either way, that's a different story. Either way, like I said, my mom's yelling and screaming. My tidy whities around my ankles. I just picked myself up, man. You know what I'm saying? Picked a little bit of dignity I had off the floor. But my mom was going ape shit back crazy. And back in the day, like she's, you know, my mom, you know, she's I wouldn't say she's changed now, but she's looked back on times and she knows that, you know, either way, put it this way, my mom was very like super religious at the time. Like she was super like Christian and all that shit, and you know, like, so basically, you know, that's what we were going at. And I wouldn't say she's changed, but you know, now like she looks at it a different way. You know, she's, you know, not most definitely a hardcore Christian like she was at the time. But either way, like it was just a whole bunch of, oh my God, you know, what if Jesus came down inside, like not stuff like that. She wasn't going that hard in that way, but it was like a whole bunch of that's disgusting, laced with that's a sin, laced with that's wrong, laced with, you know, hardcore, whatever a mom would say type of stuff. Either way, long story short, she made me call my dad. She made me call my dad, and I had, you know, like my stepdad at the time too. I called both my fathers at the time. You know, like father, biological father, and stepdaddy. And like when we like, she was calling him like, oh, I caught him, you know, doing the nasty thing, la-da-dee, la-da-da, oh my God, end of the world. And basically, you know, they were like, oh man, crazy, oh, that's bad, horrible. And then, you know, like she would be like, yeah, talk to him. And he gotta give me the phone and be like, hey, like, you know, just don't get caught next time, man. Like, you know, type of shit like that. It was all like, they literally was both like my dad, he was like, man, how you get caught? Like, what? He was like, basically, you dumbass. But yeah, basically, man, if you handling your business, make sure, man, you was in anti not get caught mode. Either way. Let's see. Fucking, she made me call my parents, she made me call my dad. I didn't get grounded or anything. I remember the next day, it was just like, not necessarily a regular day, but, you know, she was just like talking to me. You know how, when you get in trouble and fucking your parents, like, you know, initially they're like going ape shit. They're like, oh my God, rah, 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 you know, just angry and super fucking, you know, atrocious. And then like the next day, they're like, you know, hey, I know I may have been a little hard on you yesterday, Jason, but I'm just trying to look out for you, you know. I was once your age, la-da-dee, rap-a-da-ker. But yeah, that was pretty much about it, man. Just like I said, got caught with the tighty whities around the drawers. Mom came in like, what'd he do? And then I had to call my dads, and they were like, stupid you. But either way, that's pretty much about it. Like I said, don't ever masturbate when you can get caught. If there's a possibility you can get caught, just don't touch yourself, man. Keep your wee-wee in your drawers. A piece of bud came out in the pipe. That's a first timer. Usually those pipes, I always get surprised that, you know, like, you know, a regular straight shooter pipe like these, like that you don't like ever get like, cause I always put like Keef and Bud and just all type of stuff, but you never usually get crumbs through the motherfucker. I just got a crumb right then, so. Either way, check this. I'm about to get up out of here, man, cause like I said, the temperatures now is probably about 420 degrees. My phone about to blow up. I got ball sack soup down here. So yeah, we about to go ahead and get up out of here. Not really, I just lie right there. My nuts are dry. If you shave it, your nuts will stay dry. This is weird, yo. Check this out.